Эта песня называется Just a Joke.
Yo, what up?
What is good, A&E family?
All the nerds, what are y'all doing? How's it going?
You know, nerding out just as usual.
Yeah. Is it cold?
Oh my god, yeah. Like Wisconsin was doing real good there for a bit. We were up in the 40s. Like, stuff was melting. I could start seeing my grass. But then all of a sudden today, man, it was like, dude, Maya was loving it. But then all of a sudden today, man, like, let's see, the temperature right now is... Come on. Why are you teasing me? Is 10 degrees.
Ouch.
Yep. And it's like snow flurries and super windy. So it get like right to the bone. I'm very bitter.
Sound pleasing.
Nope. And it looks like it's supposed to snow on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. Great.
Sounds about right.
Oh, man.
Man. So, the Super Bowl happened. I guess we should talk about that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like upset about it or nothing.
You mean you're not like the Eagles fans that punched out their TVs?
I didn't see that. We took it in stride, I believe.
No, some of y'all didn't.
Dude, we were very peaceful and very happy with the results.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
All of it.
All of it. So, I guess, congrats to the city of Philly for breaking a record for, what is it, in the past, like, 90 days, you've had 3 of your teams miss out on the championship. It was, let's see, the Phillies, the MLS team, I don't know their name off the top of my
Philadelphia Union.
Yep. And then, now, the Eagles.
Hey.
So, at least, you hold that.
Hey, you got to get there to lose there.
Yep. And hey, I mean, like, Jalen, I think, took it very well. He's just like, hey, we know what we got to do next time.
I mean, sure. Let's go ahead and talk about Jalen first. That dude, I mean, he is one of the reasons I feel like, you know, we can accept this loss better than we could have any other loss. I mean, yeah, we lost to Tom Brady in 2004. But, like, who hasn't? I mean, I guess a few people has beaten him in the Super Bowl, but, you know, he's Tom Brady. But, like, I mean, we lost to the next GOAT. And then Jalen Hurts, his words afterwards and just his poise the entire game is just, you get the feeling on his face. You can read him. He's like, I'm coming back.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is not my last time. Like, no way. No way. I mean, I even said it. He outplayed Mahomes. 340 yards, 3 touchdowns, tied the Super Bowl record for most rushing touchdowns in the Super Bowl. 3 broke the record amongst all other players aside from a running back, you know. But Patrick Mahomes, he Tom Brady'd him. Well, I wouldn't say he Patrick Mahomes them now, because Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT.
Hey,
he's the greatest of all time in the making.
Yep.
Like, it's nothing. 5 years starting, 5 years to the AFC Championship, 2 Super Bowls, 2 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 NFL MVPs, league MVP. You know, he had 182 yards, something like that. They held the ball for like less than 10 minutes. That's just...
It's nuts. It's nuts.
You know, 4 drives, 4 touchdowns. This man, he is the GOAT. Who is he? 21 for 28, 24 for 28, one of those. I don't remember, but it's every single time he was behind the ball, he made it count.
Yep.
And that's why I never felt comfortable throughout the entire game. He
no.
got hurt, and some people were excited. I didn't want to win like that. Maybe I should have cheered, but I'm not like that. So I was like, no, I can't. I want him to come back in this game. And he damn sure did. He came back in that game like he was never hurt. I think he was faster.
Yeah, I mean, I can only imagine what they shot him up with on the sideline. But I mean, speaking of the sideline too, like you got to credit Andy Reid and that coaching staff. Except Matt Nagy. Matt Nagy, I hate you because you couldn't bring this to the Bears while you were there as a head coach, jackass. Anyways, but hey, like, yeah, I think Andy Reid, 100%, like the best coach. Like, I think he blows Belichick out of the water. Obviously, Belichick has more rings, but like, dude, Andy Reid's overall football mind is hard to beat. And also, he's coming back. He said, he's like, I don't know how I feel about it yet, but after winning, he's like, yeah, I'm not missing this. So,
I mean, I love that guy.
He celebrates by eating cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
He is a great man.
We lost because of Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, that combination. Because that Chiefs team, not as good as us.
No,
we're not. It was just the coach and the quarterback.
100%.
I mean, that was our worst defensive game of the year. Ironic, it was at the Super Bowl. Terrible. I did not like any moment of that defensive game. No sacks, no turnovers. Like, it was embarrassing.
Yeah. Well, and man, like, also that, like, watching the best offensive line go against like the best defense was also just a very, very cool sight.
Yeah, I mean,
it was a great Super Bowl. Like, high scoring, a lot of stuff happened, but man, the way that holding call pissed me off. Like that was the weakest of all holds that I've ever seen.
Like James Bradbury said, he held. They got called for it. Maybe he was, going to do that small minor hold because they hadn't thrown a holding call flag all game. He was like, of course they're not going to do it. They're going to let Jalen get the ball back because that's super anticlimactic.
Right.
But they did. It was the right call. What can you do?
Go back in time and make it not happen.
You know what you shouldn't do, as we use that segue to get into the what the fucks of the weekend. Let's go ahead and start with TikTok boy. Oh, Juju. Hey, I don't like making fun of him because that's my nephew's name. Julian, but we call him Juju. Yeah, he had the nerve, the gall to post a little Valentine's Day meme card about James Bradbury saying, "I'll hold you when it matters most," or some shit like that. Somewhere along those lines. Juju Smith-Schuster. I don't even have to say it because AJ Brown already did it. He went in.
Yeah. He's like, my guy.
Go ahead, say it.
No, I don't even. I don't remember what he said like exactly, but it was very much just to the point that he was like, "You haven't really done anything."
Yeah, I mean, to paraphrase, basically, he said, Patrick Mahomes. He said you were on your way out the league. That Patrick Mahomes resurrected your career, and you still ain't doing nothing. Just basically saying he was on Patrick Mahomes' coattail. Which I
Yeah,
mean,
more or
he
less.
kind of has a point because somebody else came out. I think it was Tyreek Hill. No, it wasn't Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill said something, but everybody was against what Juju said.
Yeah, like everyone was like, dude, no. And
But they
Yeah.
said he had like 172 yards in the past 7 games and no touchdowns.
Yep,
Like,
that sounds
so
about right.
Stop like flexing your chest, my guy.
Mm-hmm. Like, know your place. Know your place and know when
Yeah,
you're
I mean-
allowed to chirp.
He was only, somewhat good because of Antonio Brown on the other side.
Yep.
But that was it. But I mean, congratulations to Kansas City. Congratulations to Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, and the fans. You're not on the Eagles shit list. So I have no reason to, hate on you guys. But you guys will see the Eagles next year. We play, everybody will. We got a hard schedule. I think we got the hardest schedule in the league next year, so we can actually prove a point.
Mhm.
We play Kansas. We play everyone. We play all the hard teams.
It's gonna be a fun season.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. But football's over. That is the last you will hear of somewhat football segment. You may hear some chatter of some things. I mean, I think Marshall, you a big draft guy?
Like this year, I'll probably be invested a lot more because the Bears have the number 1 pick.
Oh,
And like, there's a potential
doubt,
for them
no
to
doubt.
trade down. They're talking a lot about trading Justin Fields for like stuff, and I'm like, no, why would you do that? Like, that's the dumbest decision you could make right now. This is our franchise quarterback. Like, don't throw this away. And I'm positive. I'm positive Ryan Poles won't do that, but a lot of other GMs are like, no, he'll probably do it. And it's like, yeah, it's because you guys are dumb. Because you want him to do it so you can pick up Justin Fields. Because, like,
like,
this
why
is a
wouldn't
very-
you do it? We would
yeah.
do it.
yeah, like, this is a very overall kind of weak quarterback group we have going on for the past, like, couple seasons. Because Rodgers and Brady are very much on their way out. Obviously, Rodgers is still playing, and Brady's not going to be a
on the
broadcaster.
move.
But like, besides Mahomes and Allen and Hurts, like, there's not a lot of big names. So it's just like, hey, to give up a young quarterback that's breaking rushing records, it's just like, hey, like, don't do this.
Oops, sorry about that, guys. But no, there's not a lot of names that are available out there. We're pretty in the age of like a pretty good solid quarterback, league. You got Hurts, Allen, Burrow, Lamar, Trevor. Yeah, I mean, sure, let's throw Dak in there. He's not up there with everybody else, but he's a winning quarterback. Obviously Patrick Mahomes, Herbert.
Patty Holmes.
But I mean, you got Derek Carr who's available, Aaron Rodgers, and I think I'm not big into college football, but I'm pretty sure there's like around like 3 or 4 quarterbacks that could probably start this year. Which not leaves you with like 6 or 7 available quarterbacks, and nobody really wants to go for a Super Bowl with a rookie quarterback,
Right.
or have Super Bowl aspirations with a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be a hard thing to even imagine the team being able to pull that off. But again, we'll see how the draft goes. I just hope my Bears do it smart. That's all I ask for. We need this. And they also finalized the deal to buy Arlington Park. So the Bears will be moving their stadium in the next few years once it's built.
Yeah, I heard Justin Fields, he was in an interview.
He wants a dome.
Yeah, he's like, I don't care where we put it, just give us a dome. And I hear a lot of Chicago fans aren't happy about that. But I call bullshit on a lot of them because what was that? Some game in December. It was like negative like 12, and it was like wet. I was like that, and they weren't good. It's like that. Nobody wants to be there. The tickets were like $6.
Yeah, it's like
because no one wanted to go.
don't get a dome field. Like
whatever.
We live in an area
where they're gonna cry out loud. They're gonna cry out loud, but on the inside, they're gonna be like, "Thank God for this dome, heated seats."
Yeah, 100%. But but moving on to our next what the fuck, let's talk about Alvin Kamara.
Alvin, what the fuck?
So for those of you that don't know, him and 3 other people were charged with assaulting this guy at a nightclub. And basically from how like everything is laid out, it seems like Alvin and his crew, and his crew also included a Bengals cornerback. It sounded like I said quarterback. I was like, no, it's not Joe Burrow. But they were basically waiting for an elevator with like next to the guy that they assaulted. That group got into the elevator, and then the guy that other guy, his last name is Green, he is trying to leave as well, and Kamara puts his hand on his chest and says, "No, you can't come into this elevator with us." And the guy would like move Alvin Kamara's hand, being like, "What are you doing?" And then Alvin starts shoving him, and then the Bengals cornerback punches the guy repeatedly. And then Alvin chased down this guy to continue to beat him until he fell to the ground. And then he started bragging about it. So basically, they are being indicted with assault. And the guy that was assaulted is basically suing them for like
conspiracy, $10 million. With conspiracy of battery and battery.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't think they were saying you can't come in this elevator with us. I think they were stopping him from getting on the elevator. That's where the
that's even worse. Yep.
But geez, talk about them.
Yeah, like way to potentially mess up your career, dude. Like obviously nothing happened this season, but they are meeting up in court again in March, and once he's like officially charged and they lay down whatever punishment they're going to give him, then the NFL will step in and it will probably lead to some form of suspension.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're gonna get charged with, and gonna have some hefty penalties and punishments coming down on them, rightfully so. Because that's ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
All right, our next what the fuck moment, AMC theaters. At first I was gonna say, maybe not a bad idea, because okay, so let me just say it first. They're paying for the good seats.
Mm-hmm.
So they're talking about having you pay for better seating in movie theaters. At first I was like, maybe that's not a bad idea, because sometimes you want to, it's kind of like how they do it on Broadway. You pay for certain sections and stuff like that.
Right, exactly.
But then I'm like, no, it's so expensive already, and the prices keep going up. It's like, how about you just charge less for the shitty seats? If I had to look all the way up and crank my neck, give me a discount, or actually, how about you pay me because it's gonna hurt?
Yeah. Or have like a physical therapist there ready to help me like feel better.
Yeah. But
that's
ridiculous.
Yeah, like it's one of those things where it's the same idea as like flying in a plane. Like like we're gonna equate this to being in a plane. We're gonna ask you to pay more money for like the first class seats, but you're still gonna pay a decent amount to sit behind these people or like wherever. So it's just like, yeah, man, y'all are taking a weird stance on this right now. But hey,
yeah, I mean, did you not learn from Netflix?
Now, right? They immediately backpedaled on what they were trying to do.
We learned from that's the one thing that we learned from COVID, or one of the upsides for COVID. We were like, hey, we can just watch movies at home and wait. Like we got a little bit more patient.
Oh yeah, and streaming services are some of them. They're like, hey, this is in theaters and it's also available on this app. It's like, yeah,
Sure, I'll pay the movie price for my family to sit at home, and I'll make food and popcorn and shit instead of paying for all that. I'll make a fucking root beer float right there and watch that.
Yeah. Like, I can have a full cooked meal and be, like, calm and happy and not worrying about someone behind me causing a scene.
Oh, and also, because I will fall asleep because I'm old, I can just watch it again tomorrow.
Yup.
How about that? All that for $25-$30. Sure, sign me up. Fuck your theater.
I am.
Oh man! All right, what do we got next on the what the fuck moments of the weekend? Obviously, the weekend happened a long time ago, but this is the first podcast we are putting out since. So, I am a man of a creature of habit. So we must do this. What the fuck moment? So I saw a meme. It said, God, I can't even remember what it said, but it was like, just throw Michael Keaton in there as Batman again, and we'll all forget that Ezra Miller kidnapped a person.
Dude, Ezra Miller did a lot more than that. Like,
yeah, he did a lot more than that, but I guess it just puts it all into how crazy all the shit was when you say he kidnapped a person and now he's in a movie.
Yep. Yeah, like, I mean, when I saw that trailer during the Super Bowl, I was like, like, obviously, yeah, Michael Keaton is probably going to be the reason I see it, but, like, if he wasn't in it, I probably wouldn't go see it. Like, it's hard for me to, like, sit there and support, like,
yeah, I mean, I was super guilty of it as soon as I seen it, because, like, it said The Flash, but I was like, I literally said it out loud. I was like, it's the new Batman movie. Like,
it might as well be, but yeah, it also looked like
this is the Flash, and oh shit, there's Ezra Miller.
Yup, and I'm like, oh man, but yeah, it will be cool to see Keaton play Batman again. It also looks like Christian Bale's Batman might make an appearance as well, so that would also be a really fun addition. But yeah, overall, I'm still gonna watch it. Will I go to theaters for it? Probably not. No. Like we were talking about.
I will pay as little money for it as possible.
Right. So yeah, like I don't know. Like I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna enjoy the Batman scenes and try to forget that Ezra Miller is in it.
Hopefully he wears his mask most of the time, but we all know he's gonna take it off.
Yep.
All right. Another what the fuck moment. Kind of like end of the weekend-ish this week. All the Rihanna halftime show crybabies.
Dude. The people that were saying that she was like what was it, like demonic worshiping or something like that, I was like, y'all are insane. And you said the same thing at the Grammys during a performance there too. I don't know, like
there were people that were upset that she wasn't entertaining enough, like dancing like crazy, despite the show, basically being like a big old reveal.
Yeah.
And like, the choreography and then the song list, it had like a message to it. And then you had the other people that were calling her a devil worshiper and this lewd, disgraceful person for crotch grabbing and stuff, as if like we're not promoting a shit ton of beer and stuff like on the biggest stage of sports in America.
Yeah.
But whatever. And then you got Goldberg. You remember Bill Goldberg?
Yup.
Yeah, when I was a kid I thought it was so cool, but he's not. He's actually a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He was on some podcast and he said, I thought Rihanna was frickin' horrible. Like Frickin. Friggin'.
Friggin'.
He said, I was disgusted by it. That's all. Let's just say that I thought it was horrible. So like, he just said the same thing 3 times because he was so disgusted.
Sorry, your delicate sensibilities were offended, my friend. But hey, I think Rihanna did great. Only thing that scared me was like right there at the end when they were zoomed in on her and she was up on that platform. You could see the platform shaking and moving. I was like, yo.
I saw that, but I also saw she didn't even like flinch.
No, not at all.
Like, oh God, she's a pro.
Mm-hmm. Like in her head, freaking out, but she's like, I gotta keep it cool for these people.
I'm still gonna nail it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
All right, last what the fuck moment of the weekend. I added another one. Patrick Mahomes at the parade. So there was a video. He came out the porta potty.
Yep.
You know, and like the little 2-step, and then went up to the crowd and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Did you wash your hands?
He did not. He did not. Because it was immediately. He had the beer in one hand. He switched it, and sorry, I'm fist bumping Jalen Hurts. He can sign a T-shirt or something, but I'm not gonna shake his hand.
Nah.
After that, like also it was a porta potty, and then he's like, and then he's hammered.
Hey, Kansas,
it wasn't
Kansas
a clean.
City
It was a
porta potty.
yeah, and he wasn't like he wasn't taking his time in there.
Oh.
He was trying to get back to the parade and everything.
Yep.
Came out, he's sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, more power to him, but I'm not shaking his hand. I'm not that big of a. I mean, I'm that big of a fan, but I mean, the handshake is not that symbolic to me.
Right,
I'll
like
fist
it's
bump
like
the shit out of you, dog.
Yeah, like that I think means more, because like shaking of a hand is like, yeah, you're all right, but like a fist bump is like it's a different level of like appreciation.
Shit, I might even hug you before that. Like I'm just not the hands, because that's literally what you need them for.
Yep.
In there.
Yep.
And then again, it's a porta potty.
Yep.
You know, need I say more?
Oh, Pat, come on, man. At least have somebody there with a hand sanitizer bottle for you.
I mean, I'll tell you one thing. He handles everything like a champion, like he's long-term champion. Like just the way he was up there holding that thing, just had the goggles, had the belt on. Like, oof, that's the GOAT right there, boy. Jalen Hurts next year. That'll be Jalen next year. He's probably not going to be as flamboyant. He's a pretty stoic dude.
He'll
But
probably dress
like
like the Fresh Prince again.
I'd like to see him, get a little wild. That'd be funny. All right, that is the what the fuck moments of the weekend. I suppose now would be the best time to take a break, I guess.
Yeah, I think we could hit pause here for a quick second.
I don't know. You guys want to hear some more porta potty talk, or
That's never really been at the top of my list.
Dude, I love like poop topics. I could talk about poop.
Hey, that's fun, but like also like I go to like this thing in Wisconsin called Rockfest, and it's a 3-day music festival for like obviously rock music and metal music, and God, the porta potty situation there every year is just so bad. Like I have
the people
PTSD.
are nice. That porta potty is gnarly.
No, we bring a shitter kit. So we bring bleach wipes and like sanitary wipes and our own toilet paper and everything. We don't mess around.
Hey, you got a plan, a procedure, and ready to execute it.
And like you have to time it out for when the company that comes and like cleans them out. Like you got to plan it, because then you'll be like, "Oh, I'll be freshly clean and no one's been in there. I gotta go."
Seasoned vet right here.
Yep.
All right, guys, give us one moment. Nerds will be back. Nerd out.
Это песня называется Just a Joke.